This is Phil Bell from Freedomworks on the Daily Mojo with your morning update. You know, it was great to hear Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, get smacked down by a Canadian court for the way that he handled the Canadian truckers gathering from a couple of years ago. You might remember back in 2022, Canadian truckers from all across the country were upset at the way Justin Trudeau was acting like a tyrant and decided to converge on Ottawa and tell him he was wrong. How were they received by their fellow countrymen who happened to be the leaders of their government? Well, they had their bank accounts seized and their fuel stolen. Wow, how about that? Well, it was nice to hear that Justin Trudeau got smacked down. Cool, right? But here's the problem. It happened 2 years too late. And what's more, in that time, lives were destroyed, people were beaten up, and otherwise. That is something that shouldn't happen. The reason it does happen is because so many of us in any country where we have freedoms, mind you, where we have freedoms, have been willing to ignore those freedoms for so long. This is particularly acute here in the United States, where we simply assume that someone else will defend it and that the Constitution alone will stand up and guarantee the rights that we have. The guarantor of those rights is us. It is up to us to make sure that our freedoms are never stolen, because it will ring quite hollow if a judge comes along a couple of years later and says, well, yes, the government did act improperly, long after they should have been stopped in the first place. And oh, by the way, during that 2-year period, what else is happening? The government will go right along violating your rights, taking away your freedom, taking away your opportunity, and making it so that future members of our nation will not have the freedoms that we are guaranteed under the Constitution. So, defense of the Constitution and defense of our freedoms is something each of us must take up on a daily basis. So, the first way to do that, go over to freedomworks.org and sign up to become a member of our freedom teams, where we will make sure you understand the full breadth of the freedoms that we have here as American citizens, so that we never, ever become anybody's subject. We'll see you later this week, and I hope you have a great day.
Phil Bell's Morning Update is only on the DailyMojo.com.